Okay, after I had exhausted going through it, Gen V and Creep Show and everything else, and I had nothing else to watch, I watched the finale of this. Um, thank God this is finally over. My God, that finale, this whole show is just a huge pile of steaming shit. I don't understand why the Negan and Maggie show was so good, but this just sucked ass. It just sucked. Just god awful, man. Um, so as my other videos have, I've talked about this. So we had first off we had a Joan of Arc ripoff with a 16-year-old and a bunch of 18 to 20-year-old uh, European men being cucked by her, and she's running a whole village. And they get the jump on Daryl. This was a recurring theme on this show. This happens almost every episode. So they'll be roaming around, and then somebody will get the jump on them, and then the nun lady will know somebody, one of the people, and then they'll say, "Okay, recite the Lord's Prayer," and then so recite the Lord's Prayer, and then they're like, "Okay, you're good people. We're not gonna kill you," and that was a recurring thing. They kept doing that over and it was just fucking annoying, man. It was so annoying. So after that, then we had in the middle of an apocalypse a 80s gay bar discotheque with drag queens. Those people were in there living like it was pre-apocalypse. Just absolutely ridiculous. It was so ridiculous, that whole thing. And then I think it was the episode before this. I think I saw that on TV last night. Actually, there was the one before the finale where they run into that Muslim guy who has to tell them and reinforce to them every 2 minutes that he's a Muslim man and he's a devout Muslim and a hardcore Muslim and all of this on and on and on. And then she tells them that God loves him. So then once again, everything's fine and you can stay here because you recited the Lord's Prayer. Okay, good. So we're fine. The Muslim guy will take the first watch. Okay, so he takes the first watch, and then Daryl gets woken up to him, the Muslim guy screaming or something, and he goes out there and there was a bunch of dead zombies, but somehow he screwed himself over and got stuck on he tripped or something. Somehow he landed on a telephone pole with a spike through it, and it paralyzed the guy, and he was stuck there, and he couldn't move. And then Daryl didn't have the heart to kill him for some reason when the whole entire Walking Dead show, and even on here, he's telling the girl you have to be, not the girl, the kid, you have to be savage and you have to uh, kill people. They're not humans anymore and all of this. So he couldn't kill the guy. Then the guy starts telling him it's all his will and all this. And then Daryl reluctantly agrees and kills the guy. That was the one before the finale. I didn't watch the rest. It was just too stupid. So I saw the finale today because I went through all the Creep shows and that Amazon. I went through a lot of shows today, and I was down to this, man. And okay, well, let's see what happens. So I put the finale on, and it's a bunch of flashbacks all over the place. You don't know what's going on. They make it to that stupid city that they're trying to get to the whole time, where it looks like a Game of Thrones castle. And then the people there screw Daryl over on top of that. That did make me laugh because Daryl brought them the kid. The deal was he'll bring them the kid if they can help him get to America. So then the guy's like, "Oh, well, we can only help you get to Finland. You'll have to go to America from somebody else. We're sorry," and all this. And then if I was Daryl, I would have been pissed off. I'm like, this is bullshit, man. Like, I had to go through hell with all this bullshit to get here with this Bosnian war leader guy trying to kill me and all this. And then I get here, and you're telling me you can only take me to Finland? Like, this is bullshit. Like, you should have been mad about that, man. You should have been pissed off. Like, I'm just like, what the hell, man? So, anyways, the guy tells him it's a 2-day walk to go there where the ferry's gonna be. So he goes there, and it looks like it's I think that was Normandy, if I remember right. It looked like Normandy anyway. He goes there, and then we find out that the whole entire thing was for him. The point of him being in France apparently was to go visit his dead father's grave, who the last 2 episodes he spent saying what a piece of shit his father was and all of this, and he hates his father and he beat them and he was just worthless. But we're going to go to his grave for some reason. No, there was no, those people that he looked at on those pictures, he didn't give a fuck about them to go see them because they were apparently already dead. And I don't think that was his father, because the pictures, the guy was like way too young, man. That picture of that guy and that chick was just way too young. It's just, I'm just like, I don't know, the whole thing. And then we had all of these flashbacks, and you don't know what's going on or what's happening now or what's going on, or when we don't have reference to when the flashbacks were. You're just guessing, like, is this before this? Is this after this? Like, what's going on here? And it's just all over the fucking place. So at the end, Daryl's on the beach, and you see the ferry. The ferry's like honking at him, and he's like, "Hey, come get me," and all this. And then that stupid fucking annoying kid, after everything they went through, runs over to him, and he's like, "I'm gonna go with you." And all of these zombies come out of nowhere. They're just lying down for some reason, which I don't understand that. They're just lying down. The horn from the boat wakes them up. So Daryl actually confidently, and how it should be done, goes and murders all these zombies. He must have killed like 30 zombies, man. He just like totally owned all of those zombies like nothing. And then it's just him debating to take that kid with him after he goes through all that. Oh, I need to back up a bit, because I'm leaving out a huge, another gigantic plot hole in this whole entire thing. So that Bosnian war leader guy, who the entire show has sworn to kill Daryl and put him in that death match stupid thing with that weirdo lady and all of that. We're gonna get vengeance, Daryl. You killed my brother, and blah blah. So they're driving this car trying to get away at the beginning of the finale here, and then the car dies or something. And then he's trying to fix the car. And then here comes the Bosnian war leader guy out of nowhere, man. And he takes the kid, and he's like, "We're going to kill this kid because you killed my brother, you asshole," and all this. And then Daryl's like, "Look, just kill me, but let the kid go," and all this stuff. And he's like, "No, I'm going to kill the kid and make you watch," and all this. And then here we go. And I kid you not, I swear to you, this is literally what happens. So he's got the gun to the kid's head, and you're like, I was excited because I hate that little shit. I wanted that kid to die. I'm like, yeah, this is going to be awesome. We're going to see this piece of shit die finally. No, the kid goes, "Oh, God loves you." And that's all he says to the guy. And then the guy automatically kills all of his henchmen, and then tells Daryl, "Today is not your day to die." And then he just walks off. I'm not kidding. I swear, this is what happens on there. The whole show, this Bosnian war leader guy, is just murdering tons and tons and tons of people on there. And he chases Daryl down the whole show to kill him. And then he finally has him, and he can't even kill the kid. And all the kid had to say was, "God loves you." And then the guy's like, "Oh, okay, God loves me, so I need to kill these people and help you." I'm not. I swear to you, this is what happens on that. I'm not making this up. Just, it's the stupidest shit ever, man. And this is a recurring theme of the whole show. They kept getting ambushed by somebody, and then they would recite the Lord's Prayer, and then everything would be fine. Just like all you have to do is imagine if they tried doing that with the governor or Negan. Oh, hey, God loves you, Negan. Oh, gee, thank you. I'm going to put this eye into your face. Oh, but God loves you. Okay, well, good. Here, we're going to put this eye into to the side of your face. Anyways, they're saying there's going to be a season 2 of this garbage. Can you imagine that? Yeah, this guy. This Bosnian war leader guy, just because the kid was like, God loves you. Oh, gee, I'm not going to kill you now. Today's not your day to die, Daryl. Anyways, the ending is he makes it to the beach, and then the idiot kid comes back and he has to fight 30 zombies off. And then for some reason, we cut to Carol, and she's chasing this Hell's Angel guy down, riding Daryl's motorcycle. And the guy shoots, Carol's in this like souped up Mustang. And the guy shoots she shoots the Mustang's radiator, and then the Mustang has to pull over and die. And he gets the drop on Carol, and then Carol's like, that motorcycle belonged to my friend Daryl, and did you kill him, and what all of this? And she's like, no, I got it over here, and all this stuff. And then he makes her open the trunk for some reason, and when he looks in the trunk, she pulls like a wrench, I guess she had in her like behind her hand or something, and she knocks this guy out. And then puts him in the trunk, and she's like telling the guy, where'd you get the bike? And all, he's like, I got it over here. And he's like, good, because if you're lying to me, I'm not coming back. And then that's the end, is Carol's just riding off on Daryl's motorcycle to go find Daryl. After she already talked to him. Okay, I can't do it anymore. This show was just fucking garbage. Avoid at all costs. That's all I got to tell you. The Negan and Maggie show is the best show that they've had. That Negan and Maggie show was actually better than all the Walking Dead put together. I don't know why they're fucking around with Daryl and all of that. I don't give a, I like Daryl, but I don't give a fuck about this crap. Like, why can't we have Daryl and Merle leading up to the apocalypse, and then like right after? Now that I would love to see that, because I like Merle. I'm so pissed off how Merle went out, man. Like, why can't we have a Daryl and Merle show? What instead we get Daryl going in France, meeting a bunch of weirdos and a Bosnian war leader guy who takes out half the country, but because a kid tells him that God loves you, that it's okay, that it's not Daryl's time to die. Fuck this show. Thanks for watching. Bye. It's god awful.